Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today in this video, I'm going to tell you about Virgo Ascendant Rising in the Navamsha chart. So basically, as I have already told in my videos what is Navamsha chart and what we have to see in the Navamsha chart. So let's jump into the topic, and before we get started, please subscribe my channel. Follow me on Instagram if you want to take my personal consultation, so please check the link below. Let's start this video. So basically, Navamsha Ascendant shows what you are from within. You may be anyone from outside, like from your D1 chart Ascendant, but Navamsha shows you what you are from within, your real personality, and what you are carrying from the past lives, and what is your destiny, where you have to go, your soul's purpose. And also your marriage is very much dependent upon your Navamsha Ascendant, as it shows like what is your conduct towards the marriage, what kind of marriage do you want to have. So many things can be known from the Navamsha Ascendant. It also shows your past life, like what was lacking in the past, what was your past life dependent upon, and what you are carrying forward from the past life to this life. So Virgo is a sixth sign, okay? Here Mercury is exalted. This is the very logical sign, okay? Practical sign and earthy sign. It basically falls in the sixth house, which shows disputes, debts, enemies, obstacles, and all the problems, our karma, our prarabdha karma that we have brought from the past life, okay? And it is also a Pacha house, so that's why any planet that basically goes in our sixth house actually shows that later on in your life you will be able to work on it, and you can become expert in that field as well. When this Virgo sign, which is earthy sign, which is not anywhere related to spirituality, which is not anywhere related to faith, which is totally based upon facts, logic, intelligence, and practicality, is now sitting in your ascendant of D1 chart. So firstly, it shows that in your past life, you have lived your life where you used to trust people. You were a person who had many times got cheated because of trusting people a lot of times. And that's why when your soul was leaving the body, the soul was just thinking that I should have become more practical, I should have become more like intelligent or careful while dealing with the matters of life, especially marriage. Okay, I should have focused on details rather than only upon the faith or only upon my imagination. So that's why now in this life, it shows that what your soul actually needs. Now it has made you a kind of Virgo person. Virgo Ascendant is a very logical, practical ascendant which focuses on details and has the capability to tell you what is the right thing, okay? Like other ascendant, like if I talk about myself, I'm a person who who's not able to tell you the truth in front of you on her face, and I always say if someone even says wrong, then I say yes, okay. So because I don't want to hurt people, and I'm not a Virgo person, so I'm not able to do that, and that's why I always create situation around me that hurts me, okay? So I don't like my behavior to become too nice, to become too much, like having such a good behavior. So I always behave so nicely. I'm never able to tell the truth, like what I actually feel about you. Because I'm a Gemini and have only benefics in ascendant. So when a person is more influenced by benefics, they are actually not able to tell the truth in front of the people. So I face a lot of problems because of that. Now Virgo is not going to do that. Virgo ascendant people are actually going to tell you the truth as it is. Okay, now No matter whatever is your ascendant, for example, let's say you are Cancer ascendant in D1 chart and you become Virgo in D9 chart, so it shows that you may be very emotional, you may be very motherly kind of person from outside, but you are very much logical, intelligent, and clever person. So no one is going to cheat on you because you will find everything right. So that is the case here. Okay, whenever you will find a partner, you will find a partner who is very whenever you will want to find a partner, you will go into details, right? Is this partner right for me, is this partner not right for me, and all that stuffs. You will go into all that stuffs before finding out if a particular person is actually right for you or not. Many times people consider you like too logical, not friendly, or too cold, but you're not that from within. You are a very nice person and you always support what is right. Okay, you can be sometimes very critical because you always speak truth. You always want to let people know what you actually think about. When I was in my school, then my teacher asked me about one girl that did she speak properly? Then I said yes. I didn't like the way she spoke, but I said she spoke really well. I really liked it. Okay, so I'm not able to say anything to the people which they don't like hearing, but Virgo is not that case. They will tell you the truth whether you like it or not. They don't care, it's your problem. Okay, they're going to tell you the truth, whatever is the truth, and you have to listen to it. You don't have any choice, right? So this is the case of Virgo people. One more thing, it shows that as it is your sixth house and is sitting in the Navamsha chart, which shows that karmic debt to be paid off to your spouse. Relationships will not come easily to you. You will have always will involve some kind of fights, obstacles, from the family, like family is not agreeing to for you to like marrying that particular person or something like that stuff, or religion issues or culture issue. Always some kind of issue will be there when you will get married, because it is the Virgo sign which shows fights, disputes, obstacles, all these kind of stuffs. And your life theme is basically gonna be dependent upon the Virgo things, like helping people to solve their issues, or you are dealing with enemies, you are dealing with obstacles, you are dealing with the daily matters of life, issues of life. Okay, and now because in the past you were too emotional, you really used to trust people, and that's why people used to hurt you a lot. And now you need to become more logical, like going into the details. Why is it so, why is it not so? Like if someone comes to you and say I want to have a relationship with you, then you would say that how can you come and just say you want to be in a relationship with me? I don't know you, you don't know me. And you will want to go into the details rather than letting that person cheat on you. You will always want to have balance in your food, in your diet, and in your language, or in your family, in your savings. You will spend money, but you will also make sure that you save money for your future. You will always try to make a balance between your personal life as well as your spiritual life, sorry, professional life. Basically, Virgo doesn't show if the more planets are there in the watery sign, or any kind of spiritual yoga is being formed. If it is not being formed, then it doesn't really show a spiritual life ahead, because it shows that still you have some issues related to the world that you have to solve. Before you solve it, you're not going to get that spiritual life, the issues that were created by you. Okay, you will want to communicate, or you will want to speak, or tell your ideas to the people only when it is required. You don't like speaking unnecessarily, like something that is vague. You are good at both physical and mental work. Okay, you do both work very nicely, and you are good at both physical and mental work, as Virgo is an earthy sign, so you can be good at both mental as well as physical work, but more towards mental work, as Gemini sign is sitting in your 10th house. Your career always may involve intelligence, logic, business, accounting, law, or you can become a very good accountant or a good business person, a healer, or a counselor, where you have to counsel people, where you have to communicate people with people, like something like that. Okay, you can be very good in that kind of field. Now let's say if Mercury is present in your first house where it's exalted, so it makes you a highly practical person, very detailed oriented person. You never trust anyone easily. Your mind is constantly dealing with, like thinking about dealing with problems, issues, enemies, etc. And you are very much focused, a very practical, earthy person, and a very good scientist, a very good mathematician, or a very good accountant. These things will suit your personality. Okay, it also shows you need a good communication in the relationship, otherwise the relationship may not work. You won't be able to stay in the relationship if you don't have communication, and that too is dependent upon logic, not basically fairy tales. If Mercury goes in the second, in the second house, it shows you're a very good financial manager, and you always maintain the balance between your savings and your expenditures, and you are also a very good communicator. You can become a very good teacher or a business person. It shows that the main focus of your life after marriage is gonna be your family. You will always try to maintain a balance between your personal and professional life, so that you are able to give a proper time to your family as well. Now, if it's in third house in the sign of Scorpio, so it shows that you are a person who is basically very mysterious. No one is able to understand you. You have two personalities, and you show your different personalities to different people. Okay, you can be very much interested into business kind of things, or in occult, astrology, or something that is hidden. You love talking about mysteries. Your mind is constantly thinking about these mysteries of the world. Your profession can be anywhere related to like communication, or something that is like dealing with private information, something like dealing with private information, something dealing with the hidden things, something that is very confidential, or insurance, something like that, or some water related things. Okay, so now when it comes into fourth house in the sign of Sagittarius, it shows you respect knowledge, higher wisdom a lot. Okay, you also want to have a library in home where you can read books basically related to philosophy, basically related to religion, occult, mysticism, or knowledgeable things. Okay, you can also become a very good teacher. Now chances are also there that you may work from home. Your main focus will always be in your home to maintain um, your family life well. Like you always want to communicate about knowledge with your family, and even with your father-in-law you will love to communicate about knowledge, philosophy, and all that stuffs. But your main focus is gonna be your home rather than your career or something else. You want to enjoy the home life, okay? But you always have a set of principles, like set principles, and you will never want to deviate from that, okay? So when Mercury comes in the fifth house, it shows that you may be interested in practical studies that involves science, or now something like in engineering or something like that, because it's in the that's kind of sign, or political science as well. This kind of things you're interested. Whenever it would come to deal with the matters of marriage, like some kind of fights or issues, you're the one who will apply your wisdom and your intellect. Like you would say that you will keep the points. You will become like a business person. Like you did this, I did this. Okay, you will maintain a balance, and you will always try your best to avoid any kind of fights or disputes together with your partner. Okay. And Mercury here is a good placement. Your career may involve dealing with something that is not basically related to your education. Like you may be educated in some other field, but you may go into other kind of field, like something else, not related to your education. Your on that line of education, something else you may go into. And also you will be very much into dealing with children. When you have children, you will be very much into dealing with the children, to maintain the discipline, to maintain their proper behavior, and you will be always focused and concerned about their education. Now if you have Mercury in the Aquarius in sixth house, it shows that in your life you will have to deal with problems, obstacles, disputes, enemies, and diseases a lot. You won't be able to escape from it. Okay, it's your karma to deal with all these things. And as it's a sign of Aquarius, you will be able to win all the battles. Mercury here will give you the logic and intelligence while you deal with the matters of your life, while you deal with the disputes of your life. And you are going to become a very practical person, a realistic person. You may also, high chances are there, you may also go in healing field. Okay. Also, I would advise you to avoid all the kinds of fights and arguments with your partner, so that you may have a very good relationship together. If Mercury comes in seventh house, it is a sign of Pisces. So it shows that in the Pisces sign where Mercury is debilitated, you may be quite intelligent, you may be quite logical, but all that logic will vanish when it will come to relationship. Okay, you will feel like whenever it comes to my partner, I start losing my logic. I think like I'm too much dependent upon my partner. Okay, whenever it would come to relationship, you will feel broken. Okay, like always, you will always follow whatever your partner would say, whatever your partner would want you to do, because you will not want to lose your partner. Okay, and whenever it will come to relationship, you will become quite imaginative. All the so you have the set principles, all the rules and regulations, and all the logic, you will leave it behind and just think about a partner. You'll become a true lover. You'll become a very romantic lover. If Venus also is well placed, a romantic lover. Also, I would suggest you to be very careful while you enter into relationship, because Mercury is debilitated, so you're not going to be very much clever while you deal with the relationship. So I would suggest you to first think and see everything, and then only enter into a particular relationship. Okay. Now, when it comes to Aries, in this 8th house, Mercury. So Mercury here shows that sometimes you take decisions without thinking. Like you are a very logical, practical person, no matter. But sometimes you become too much restless or impulsive while you take decisions or while you communicate, especially when it comes to your in-laws. You become very much impulsive. No matter you're quite intelligent person, but that impulsiveness, the restlessness is in you, which you have to control. Okay, you will be very much interested into the mysteries of the world. You will be very much interested into occult, into mysticism. You will be very much interested into hidden things. There's something that is hidden and is not available in the world. Something that is very beyond this world. You will be highly interested into that, and marriage can bring a lot of transformation in your life. It's like a new life would start because it's in Aries, and Aries represents starting something from new, and it's in 8th house. So after marriage, you will start something new in your life. Your life will just turn upside down, and also your career will start. You will start having a new career. Okay, and you are also a very good communicator, but hesitation is there as it's 8th house. Okay, you can also become a bit of introvert, but when you will start speaking to someone who is really closer to you, then you will forget that introvert behavior. You will just speak and speak and speak. When it would come to talking about hidden things like occult and all, you'll just speak and speak. Now when it comes to Taurus in the 9th house, so it shows that in the Taurus sign, where the sign of Venus, you are a very creative person. You know how to deal with the finances. You are a very good finance manager. You can manage your finance really well. You will have a good education. Your destiny will rise after marriage. Okay, your communication skills are very polite, well mannered, well behaved, and you never speak something that is wrong. And also after marriage, you may have to change the place of your work. You may go into some other place. Okay, or other career may start. Some career issues may come up. You may have to deal with it after marriage. Now if it goes in the 10th house, so it really clearly shows you're very communicative. You may become childish sometimes, and you also want to have a good communication at your home as well as with your colleagues or with your people at your workplace. You may have a good communication with your bosses. Okay, with the people around you. You are a very childish, logical, communicative person, and so much clever that no one would ever be able to cheat on you. Okay, you're so clever person. You can go in the field of business, communication, mass communication, or any field that involves a very good communication, like teacher, a very good teacher, or a doctor, or a counselor. Okay, these types of things you will be very good at. Now when it comes to Cancer in the sign of in 11th house in the sign of Cancer, it shows that you are a very emotional person from inside. You are no matter logical, but still you are emotional. You are able to connect emotionally with the people. You will be able to connect emotionally with your spouse. Okay, you'll be able to express your emotions in front of the public. You love to express what you feel, your emotions in front of the public. You'll be able to express your emotions in front of the public. Also, you'll be one who's really able to help people a lot. Someone who can understand other people's problems, other person's issues. Your work may be related to counseling or teaching. Okay, helping people. You are motherly and want to have a family life, want to enjoy a family life together with your spouse. Now if it's in the 12th house, where it is in Leo, now you become a person who is dominant. Now you become a person who is quite introvert, who will live in dreams, dreaming all the time, thinking something that is unrealistic. Okay, and living in your own world, living in your own dreamy world, or also it shows that you can have a great career, great success abroad. Going abroad and having a good career is a very good choice. If you have this placement, you may go abroad. Your career may rise over there. Otherwise, you are a person who won't be able to do job, or won't be able to serve others. You will want to be your own boss, be your own ruler. You won't be able to work under somebody else. Now I hope you really enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below your views. Bye bye.